Hey everyone, welcome to Sacred Brand Strategy, where all of your brand strategies are sacred. Today we're talking about the energy of the new moon in Purva Ashada, in the Nakshatra Purva Ashada, in the zodiac sign Sagittarius. This is according to Vedic astrology. It's going to be on December 30th, 4:26 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we're just going to just jump right into what it's going to mean for each rising sign, Aries through Virgo. All right. So I have my new deck of cards here. So excited. So just so I can pinpoint more specific areas for you to work in your brand. So I use Vedic astrology, I use traditional brand strategies, and I also use tarot and oracle cards to help you get a really deep and clear understanding of how you can kind of move and flow with the energy of the moon and the lunar cycles to manifest your brand strategy goals. And also to have, I use all these tools to help you have a clear and authentic message that you can share with your audience with confidence, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and use these new cards that I made today. I'm so excited. We're gonna start with Aries, okay? Aries Rising. What is the main thing Aries Rising needs to know about their brand for this new moon coming up in Purva Ashada? Okay, personal development is what came up, which makes sense. This makes sense. Personal development, that's my little cursive writing, okay? Personal development makes a lot of sense because the new moon is going to be in your ninth house. Let me start shuffling the other time. It's going to be in your ninth house of higher education and higher learning. Okay, so personal development is a good time. Also, Purva Ashada has so much to do with personal development. If I get these cards out this deck, Jesus. Okay, Purva Ashada has a lot to do with continuing education and personal development. So please clarify this personal development card. Also, your first lord, Mars, is in your fourth house, where you're focusing on your personal values as well. So if you're developing personally, then your values could need some adjusting. You might need to look at your brand values. Please clarify. You're focused on when we're talking about the fourth house, we're looking at what's going on behind the scenes. And you could be super focused on what's going on behind the scenes with you, because not only do you have debilitated, it's retrograde Mars there in your fourth house, and you also have Mars is debilitated. So it's a strong focus on your fourth house. And also Rahu has his fifth aspect on your fourth house. And that means it's a lot of Rahu is like obsessive about certain things. So you're going to be really, really super focused on what's going on behind the scenes of your brand with you personally, your home life, your emotions, that's the fourth house, your home business, like how you right now in your level of personal development is helping or hurting the actions, because we're talking about Mars in your fourth house, the actions, the focus, the determination that you have with your brand. But so we're starting personal and moving outward, okay? All right, and here we have Archangel Gabriel, and it's retrograde. I think that sometimes when this for me, this is the Empress reversed, and it's the points of personal development that you're in right now. It's not going to take you to the next level. And so you could be feeling emotionally, because again, we're talking about the fourth house, emotionally blocked, or just you need to increase your personal development so you can go to the next level in your brand. Your brand is you, and you are your brand, okay? I say that all the time. Please clarify personal development, and the this is a major arcana card too. So what that means is we always need to exercise personal development, but this is a major thing that you need to do to take yourself and your brand to the next level during this lunar cycle. Please clarify personal development and Archangel Gabriel reverse. All right, now we have Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. It's your focus. And that's, so I'm gonna stop right here. Your focus. And like I said, you have Mars, which represents focus in your fourth house. So your focus could be a little off because like Mars is debilitated, and when it's debilitated, it is not going to work in the way that we want it to all the time. So you need to really focus. And some things you can do, so we're talking about emotions in your fourth house, and then we're talking about Mars. Follow your frustrations is what I would say, because whatever is making you angry, frustrated, raising your blood pressure, things like that, you don't want to ignore them or push them down, because getting to what's underneath, what's at the root of the issue, is going to lead you to what you need to do to further your personal development for your brand strategies. I love these little cards. I don't have to pull this. Hey, yes. Yeah. So that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do, okay? Don't repress your anger. Get to the root, and that's going to help you with your personal development. So I want to look at your first, okay, we looked at your first house. Okay, so your third house, your skill and your effort is that's where you put your effort and your skills in your third house, right? So the full moon, the new moon, I'm sorry, is going to be looking at your third house. So the new moon is going to be affecting the efforts that you put into your personal development is going to be very important for you. You're going to have to put a lot of effort into your personal development. So that means it might not be easy for you to focus on your personal development right now, but you're going to have to find a way to prioritize it for this lunar cycle coming up, this next month coming up, okay? So now that is your efforts. And then we're looking at your sixth house. In your sixth house, you have, it's Virgo there, so that's where K2 is. Then you have K2 is in your sixth house of your daily work routine. And we also have Lilith there in your sixth house, and retrograde Jupiter has his fifth aspect on your sixth house. So you want to be in your daily work routine, cutting out whatever is too much, whatever is unnecessary, whatever is keeping you from your personal development, whatever is keeping you from, with Lilith there, you want to make sure that you're also accepting yourself, accepting who you are as an individual and as an individual entrepreneur. You want to make sure that you are focused on accepting that and then cutting out anything that is you're cutting out anything that's keeping you from where you want to go. And with Jupiter retrograde, Jupiter has its fifth aspect on that. The main focus is, again, is education. We're doing reflecting and we're educating ourselves. So you want to keep and continue learning how to, this has something to do with money because Jupiter is in Rohini now. It's something about the way you handle money. You might need to be a little bit more realistic about it. You might need to do some more educating yourself on, and I'm not talking about sales or pricing right now. I'm talking about just the management of your money. There needs to be some type of maturity or strategy that you focus on in your daily work routine for that. Okay. Now your 10th house is where you have your work environment. So you have Mars's seventh aspect there, you have Jupiter's ninth aspect there, and you have K2's fifth aspect there. So there's a lot of transformation that you're experiencing in your work environment. And that's because there's a lot of transformation that you're experiencing as an individual when you go dig deeper into your personal development. Okay. So that's what I have to say for that. So what you don't want to do is resist changes and resist transformation when it comes to you as an individual and how that reflects into your brand strategy. And in your 11th house is going to represent, your 11th house represents your money, your earnings, and it also represents how you gain authority in your work environment. So here we have Venus and Saturn in your 11th house, and you have Mars's 8th aspect on your 11th house. Again, Mars represents transformation, and then you have its 8th aspect, which is the transformational aspect of Mars. So again, there's transformation probably in the way that you earn, transformation in your who you network with or the way that you network. And you might find, and especially the networking, because you have Saturn and Venus in your 11th house. So Saturn and Venus like each other because Venus represents relationships and Saturn represents loves things that represent a long term, and it loves things that represent, and it loves long-term relationships. So we're still, I'm going to keep saying this, it's still focusing on being disciplined in the way that you create long-term networking partnerships, being disciplined in the way that you are being disciplined in the way that you're approaching networking. So that means you're creating strategies, and that's going to affect your money. So transformation is really good, okay, when it comes to that. Hold on. I don't know why I told you hold on, because that's what I have for you. That's what I have for you, Aries Rising.